Well, that's a bit of an inauspicious start. The official start of the Great Glen Way and the Loch Ness 360 is the other side of that fence. And I know it is because I did the Great Glen Way last year. And this is the view that, well, this is the shot look. So they're doing some work on Inverness Castle. So I can't get in there. Not to worry. Well, that's a damn shame. Right, I'll get off the road and I'll tell you a bit more about what I'm trying to do. I've stayed there twice before as well. Yeah. I did the Loch Ness Marathon. And I didn't get the time I wanted, so I came back the year after and did it again. So I've done the Loch Ness Marathon twice. And that's where I stayed. I'll tell you what, the river's looking high. Look at it. Well, good morning. Sorry about that. Bit of a bum start, but what can I do? Yeah, that is the start and finish of the Loch Ness 360. Also the start, like I've just said, of the Great Glen Way as well, which I've already done. So this trail, as you probably worked out, is a circular trail, starts and finishes in where I've just been, Inverness, and it does a full loop round Loch Ness, as you'd expect. It follows the Great Glen Way all the way to Fort Augustus at the southern end of Loch Ness, and then it picks up the South Loch Ness Way and comes back towards Inverness, where I finish. It's about 80 miles, and I'm really looking forward to it because I really did enjoy the Great Glen Way. And this first mile or two coming following the river is really nice as well. So you cross a couple of islands, it's not what you'll see coming up. So I got here this morning. It's just gone 9. I got the bus from Aviemore. Just a minute. And I really enjoyed my time in Aviemore as well. And I'm heading for... I hate walking past people when I'm talking to the camera. I'm heading for Drumnadrochit, which is about 20 miles, because there's a campsite just outside of it. So I'm heading there and I'm going to camp there for tonight, rather than piling all the miles in and trying to find somewhere to camp up in the forest. I'll use that campsite. But this is the little road I'm taking now, look. And that field over there was the start, sorry, that was the finish of the Inverness Marathon over there. There were tents and all sorts. I was done. Right, catch you in a bit. These are the couple of little islands that you cross to get to the opposite bank. These are sat in the middle of the river, these islands. Look at that big thing there, look. I think I mentioned that last time I was here. And that there is the South Loch Ness Trail, and that squirrel's the icon for it. So that will be, when I come back, I shall be coming up there. So I'm just on the outskirts of Inverness now. I'm going to be climbing up there into those trees and taking the left roughly, heading west. Well, that was a nice refreshing climb out of Inverness. But there are some big hills on this, especially on the northern side on the Great Glen Way side, some steep climbs. And that will be my last view of Inverness for a while. There was an honesty box back there, side of the road, the little tiny road I followed for a couple of miles. So, yeah, made the most of it. Right, I just had a little break. Finish that pop. Do like a bit of a centre, like an artist sort of thing. They were an arts centre, or there were swings, tree houses and all sorts. Car park. So I had a 10-minute break there. It weren't 12 o'clock, it's 1:30. And I've got about less than 8 miles. So I'm going to be there with plenty of time. I keep telling myself, well, you need to keep going. You're going to be there with loads of time, loads of sunlight, but no. I'm staying in Drumnadrochit tonight. Tomorrow night, I'm hoping to stay Fort Augustus, which is at the southern end, because I remember there was the Caledonian Canal, there was like a towpath, and there were really good camping along there. It's about, I don't know, 1/4 mile off trail for me, maybe 1/2 mile off trail, I'm not that sure. Where I can have a couple of pints, walk down the canal towpath, and then just get into my bed. So that's what I'm looking at doing. I was thinking of going back to Morag's place. It's like a dorm room where I stayed last year, but it's really busy at the minute. I bet I've passed 12 or 14 hikers all going to Inverness, and nearly everyone were foreign, Germans, Dutch. I didn't realise it was that well known over in Europe, and this is day one for me, so I'm guessing it'll be pretty big. I bet that campsite that I'm aiming for tonight might be busy. I mean, if it is, I'll just camp somewhere in wood. I'm not bothered. But I remember this bit. I've got to climb up, and then I've got a flat bit in this forest, and then I've got a right good drop, and I should not be far off of seeing Loch Ness for the first time in the next hour when I start working my way down. Loch Ness is just over there. Can't see it because of the trees. But as soon as I find it or see it, I shall show you it as well, because it's a nice calm day. That's where I stayed last year. It was a lot later this when I got here though, really late. Man, it's warm now, guys. Well, there's my pitch. Even got myself a little park bench. Nice and quiet. Great spot though. I've got a lovely spot. Look how level and flat and beautiful that is. Toilets, showers, everything I need in there. I'm gonna go get some chips now, maybe have a pint. Well, look at the weather now. It's nearly 6 o'clock. Beautiful. Right, just to recap today. I'm in Drumnadrochit, which is about 20 miles, just short of 20 miles from Inverness. Tomorrow I'm heading for Port Augustus, where again I'm hoping to stay. I think I might have mentioned before, there's some really good camp spots at the side of the Caledonian Canal towpath. I'm just going to wild camp there. There's no campsites. This is the campsite here, look now. It's really good. Look at all the room I've got. It's really quiet. £13. I tell you, usually I just try and get as far as I can and camp where I can, but on this particular trip I'm just going on like little town to little town, just so I can chill out and have some fish and chips and a couple of pints and then just walk to my tent. Right, I'll show you Chippy in a bit. It's only about half a mile. Just had some very nice fish chips and curry sauce on that corner little shop there, Chippy, and I've just got some snacks for tomorrow from the co-op. I did stop at that little pub down here, had 2 pints, just sat and took my time. As you can see, it's getting a lot darker now. By the time I get back, ready for bed. Well, there's quite a few more RVs on here than when I left. But actually quite a few more tents as well. Hope there's no bugger outside of me. No, there ain't. I can see it from here. No change. Look at all these in the middle. None of these were here when I left. Nice campsite though. Really nice. Right, that's me just about ready for bed. I'm going to call it here. Just going to have a quick pee and I shall see you all tomorrow. Thank you for watching.